Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Before Sunrise. And this movie came out in 1995, directed by David Linkletter. I think that's his name. I've never seen one of his movies before, and I've been looking forward to seeing this movie for a long time. I just never got around to seeing it, and I finally saw it, and I loved it. So what the story of this movie is, it's a character named Jesse, played by Ethan Hawke, and he meets this girl on a train, and they start talking to each other, and then he asks her to go along with him because he doesn't really have a lot of money, and he's got like no place to go, and he has a flight that leaves at 9:30 in the morning, and he just wants to spend as much time as he can with this one woman that he met on the train, sorry. And that's why it's called Before Sunrise. It's basically the time these two characters' relationship from the time when they first met on the train to all the way to before sunrise, that 9:30 time before Jesse has to leave. And the movie is amazing. It's emotional. It's great. And it really sells what I want personally out of a romance movie. And it has really great writing, and you have characters that talk about interesting things about life and people, and it just never stops. And you also have side characters in this movie that show up for just one scene, and they add so much to the movie, and it really makes a lot of things in the movie interesting. And I love everything about this movie. I also love how this movie is basically is set over the course of one day, and that's what makes the relationship between these two characters interesting, is because they have one day and they're just walking around and talking to each other, and there's some nice long takes within that, and it adds a lot to the movie, and you do feel as though the relationship grows, and when it's funny, it's actually funny, and I was actually laughing with the movie. And I'm trying to think of my favorite scene in this movie, and I don't know. I can't think of one. I love all these scenes in the movie, and if one of them was taken out, then the movie wouldn't work as well as it did. I think a major thing that works for me in this movie is the romance between these two characters, and you do feel as though they have chemistry with each other, and I've said this already, they talk about interesting things, and they're kind of falling in love with each other, and they do acknowledge the fact that they might never see each other again after Ethan Hawke's character leaves, but I think that's what makes this their relationship special, is watching them grow over the course of 24 hours, if even that. And in my memory, it mostly takes place at night. I could be wrong. I'll have to time it out to see how long it takes it to get to nighttime. But you really do feel as though this was all taking place over the course of one day, even though a lot happens. And when I say a lot, sorry, I mean as in they talk about a lot of different things and how they feel about certain things, and it actually develops their characters and gives you some insight to how they were raised and how they were born into this world, and so much. There's so much. If I were to point at anything I didn't like, and this is such a small thing, towards the beginning, I found one line delivery to sound a little weird, but that's it. I think the rest of the movie is fantastic. These characters are great. I think the acting is really great in this movie. There's literally just two actors. There's two characters, and it focuses on them, and they're great throughout the movie, and the movie is funny when it wants to be. And it's really a great movie, and I would highly, highly recommend that you check this movie out. Even if you're not a fan of romance movies, I would definitely recommend you check this out at the very least, because I think you will enjoy it. There's more to this movie than just romance. It's watching these two characters talk about interesting things, and that's the core of the movie. And I can't really say what these things are because, one, I don't really want to spoil it, and two, it's never just one specific thing. because they kind of jump all over the place of what they're talking about. And that's why I can't really say what they talk about, because there's a lot that they talk about, because it's not just one thing. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Before Sunrise a 10 out of 10. And this movie also had a great ending, without spoiling anything. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Before Sunrise down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And that is going to be for Pacific Rim from 2013, directed by Guillermo del Toro. I saw it once in theaters, haven't seen it since, and I would like to revisit it. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.